gainfully employed, newly employed, new craft, new skill, and what is meaningful that process goes forward.
Okay, can I suggest that you just, would it be too much to just send those out on a regular basis, monthly or whatever, so all the members of the council as well, rather than have to ask for it?
Is there any way that you could perhaps post some of these things on your website? You don't have to.
We do. We have to. It's a new website. We're still working through all that. I guess it's a ridiculous one. January of this year, there were approximately 400 individuals and companies listed in the Michigan Film Office production guide. Today, I checked the number. It's approaching 2,000. We hope to have a hard copy production guide printed in early 2009, which means we will stop accepting electronic listings December 1st. We have to do that so that Katie Rogers, who's making this happen, can devote her time to producing a printed guide. We can't continue to have, we get as many as 10 to 12 of my trust Katie new listings a day. Many of them are not appropriate, and we're sitting together on that. But still, we have to put a stop on the electronic so we can actually do a hard copy. New partnerships. We're bringing them everywhere. We now have a West Michigan Film Office. Rick Hurd here. There he is. Rick Hurd, Michigan Film Office. Quick experience my view. We have a West Michigan Film Office. He's invaluable. We also have great partnerships with the Film Detroit office. And there's a newly revised Detroit Mayor's Film Office. That's recently after Chicago. The counties of Oakland and Wayne are stepping into the place a very big way, as are the counties and towns. We spend, Ken, Tony, and I spend a simple time going around the state speaking to groups, county groups, town groups, people groups. We want to become film friendly. We want to have a pseudo film office, not an official one, but be able to work with in-company productions. They want their town, their county, their municipality to have a piece of this pie. And we're delighted to have it. The spirit of camaraderie is very Michigan. This is my quote, other good ones. However, not everything is blue sky. While we have the best incentive in the land, we do not have the best infrastructure. We need sound stages, crew, equipment. It'll all come in time, and many people are working on that. We are in the process with Tony finishing up interviews for a new workforce development director. And this is the person who will work with local colleges, trade schools, community groups, universities, unions, of course, high school even perhaps, to create a program of training working with the unions that will double or triple our opportunity. Pilot companies have applied for the new infrastructure tax credit, which requires they build a sound stage or a production house or something in brick and mortar, after which the equipment they purchase for the facility is also included as part of the tax credit. Equipment purchases alone are not permitted.
Do we have a list of who those companies are that filed for that? Is that confidential?
At this point in time, it's confidential. Okay. I'm so sorry. They filed for me. We have a group of committee that's led by Penny Law, Michigan Economic Development Corporation, who's an expert on this. There's Gregory West of MEDC, Tony, myself, Lamont, and one other member, not me. But I don't know if I can't remember the name of this company, to be honest. I don't know if it's confidential. Maybe what they decide to spend would be. But I can certainly tell you that, Bill. Let me make a note.
Okay, I appreciate it.
Tell everyone.
Michigan or out of state?
Both. For Michigan, one out of state. I believe we have right now. The Michigan ones are quite small. I will begin. They're small little add-on companies we all know. And
you were involved in drafting it. What, I mean, I've read the articles that Amy Dillon was quoted as saying that, in his opinion it was, and it was the Treasury Office opinion that said that their clarification, interpretation. You may have all talked about this a lot.
No, Bill, could you?
Well, you're lame duck. Go ahead.
What was your intent?
All right. So, in an effort to measure twice and cut once, I've been rapidly thinking. But let's say we've had some robust conversations surrounding this over the past few months. It was certainly my intent. It was the intent, the way it was drawn up and written, with input from everybody involved, that this was a way to avoid sort of the infomercial element. I'm not sure why exactly. If QVC wanted to relocate here and produce thousands of jobs here, why that wouldn't be such a bad thing. But in an effort to sort of placate some of those issues with the intent of having straight-up commercials be involved in that, be included in that, that was absolutely the intent. We felt we were working with language that did that. My personal feeling is that it may be a combination of a bit of a gray area within how that is being interpreted, but I also do believe some of the issues that we are seeing that being played out in the media right now about the quote cost to the state is definitely influencing that and sort of buttressing that. It's not just commercials. There are other smaller details that were certainly my intent and maybe the intent of, I don't want to speak for Andy Meisner, but we worked very closely on this. Some of his intent of things that would be included and how they would be dealt with. And I think the whole discussion of, again, what the quote costs to the state are is influencing that. And I think it's that had everybody tighten it down, and maybe that's not such a bad thing. However, I think as you're seeing with the discussion of, I saw on one of the television news stations in Grand Rapids last night, again, the cost of this being labeled $100,000 plus, with $400,000 being shot here. We know that real number is more like $137,000 to $150,000 that's actually going to film. Treasury and those involved look at it and say, but we have to look at what our potential liability is on this. Our potential liability for everything, if you include commercials, if you include all these other things that we are having some ongoing conversations about, that does become a significant number. So I think that is, in my opinion, some of those things that are influencing it. And obviously, it's caught a lot of people within the film office and MEDC and other places who are needing to implement this. Some heartburn, and it's a tough spot. But that was the intent.
And if I could just add on, I think all the testimony that was held and all the hearings were very supportive of having commercials in it as well.
Well, it's not that you guys know all this, but not everybody does. I mean, that is a backbone of what is needed, I think, for this program. It is a daily element. It's a very stable element. If we could get those big three commercials being shot consistently here in Michigan, that would be a tremendous amount of business. It takes away, in my opinion, the whole argument of these are people parachuting in from Hollywood, grabbing their money and leaving again. This is very much about a crew base here in Michigan, and we've got to have this commercial element, in my opinion, for the long run. But we're not quite there yet, so we're just we're battling for the survival of it all.